This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8... Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lakehouse, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lakehouse was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Roger that.
The Lakehouse was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment. Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, this is definitely going in the report. It's locked.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lakehouse. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the Lakehouse. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy. Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs. Changing passwords, huh? They must all be working on the lower levels. I'll need to head down. Damn it. That's not right. Come on. Damn it. An experiment? That bodes well. That's handy. This should come in handy. As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevez team, something's going on in the Lakehouse. I want all nearby agents to push.
Level 1.
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the Lakehouse. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the Lakehouse. Now, it was the Marmot's problem. Our mission was outside. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake is not smart. What the fuck was that? My keycard isn't high enough clearance. Okay, power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on. darling. Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power. That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Can't open it from the side. Jules' keycard. Could be useful. I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. Turn the receiver on. At least the elevator's back.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lakehouse has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's very, very exciting. Non-physical forces impacting. Oh. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but if that would, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
Of the Federal Bureau of Control. This isn't working. Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5. Those things. Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths. Then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 painting shoes crowed.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down!
Fire in his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right now. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Okay, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the Lakehouse, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmots were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmots. For himself. Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the Lakehouse were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the Lakehouse. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding the page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page was not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the Lakehouse directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior area of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers I visited Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
In, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. Art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the Lakehouse. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the Lakehouse. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. Armonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, let back.
Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the Shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring someone to the Lakehouse for analysis.
Can never say no to extra firepower. Back where I started. Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
Is contrived, bounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. And a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream
The shadow is here. Good thing I brought a flashlight. Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from what he's writing. Coward can't stand risk. Science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Wolfling's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page.
What is that? Locked. Maybe there's another way in. Huh. Controllable shifting phenomena. Won't open without power.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Marmots clogging his head.
You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery! Hate!
Tell me where they are. Christ. It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
Denied.
Ugh, this keycard isn't gonna cut it. A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting. Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Brooker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it, saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rodolph, no. You love to paint.
And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint. This is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Without HQ, more situations like this are gonna fall through the cracks. I'm glad someone here stood up to him. Is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
Had a thought today, a possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a, how you say, blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine. In our case, a painting. When when your source material is open to interpretation, how will the Shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger. The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Sub-level 1.
Ah, you fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow. I should get that gun while I'm up here.
That name is not very scientific. Who came up with that?
Do I get in the room with that gun? Can't open it from the side. Oh, these panels are blocking the door.
that name is not very scientific. I mean,
Be like some kind of assistant? Assistant? Moi? I run the Lakehouse. This is my facility. Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin! Prétentieux! The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star! And he made fun of the name. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He's just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name. To ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. And I will break it.
You know, my microphone was totally muted. I apologize for that. I just now realized it was muted. Yes, that was very ridiculously close. Thank you, Logan, for your comment. Yeah. It was muted in, like, the broadcast settings, which I found odd. I didn't know you could mute it there, but I guess you can. It's been a while since I've done a broadcast, so... Now we've got the cool new gun, which hopefully we'll deal with painted.
Okay.
And keycard number 3.
And this should get me past any other problems.
Yep, hopefully. However, the limited ammo is very concerning. Considering this is experimental, and I have not found a way to do it.
Lakehouse. The Marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop
And that would be the page that Dr. Mrs. Marmont was reading. Diane Marmont, I believe is her name. Fire mechanism working. Thrown test projectiles a good distance. Turn out nicely. Fitting between a grenade launcher and I hope we get our ammo for that, because 5 is not going to be enough to deal with all these painted. But right now, health is a premium. Did I read that? Yeah, that was the painting. Alan Wake. Alright. I think it ties really well into the Alan Wake 2 storyline. As suspected, I think the main villain here is going to be, Alright, I already read that. Is going to be Jules Marmont. Yeah, grenade launcher rifle, that's what it says. I need to quick slot this, though. Let's put that on double tap. Angry French, very angry French, yes. Mr. Angry French is Jules Marmont. Let's see how well this works against our buddy. Looks like this is a charge. And looks like I totally missed. Yep. Oh yeah.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
Amen to that. Oh, yeah. Oof. Those things hurt. Alright, what do I gotta do here? What I'm shooting is pieces of black rock, you know, the material that they use in all of their stuff in to prevent against phenomenon. It's not exactly explained. It comes from another threshold that just is good at getting rid of weird stuff. They made it like a powder that you can disperse in a weapon. However, they have limited quantities of that, with the oldest health still under lockdown and no one can get in or out. Hopefully the events of Control 2 will elaborate more on this, on how they are going to unlock that. So now I need to get to the elevator again, I think is what's going on. Anti-whatever that is, yes, for sure. Where is the elevator? And that was the new enemy that painted, in case you didn't know what it was called. Now let's see if we can find this elevator. And maybe some more healing items, because holy cow. These enemies hurt. Where was the elevator? Because that's not where the elevator is. Reading this correct, it should be down here-ish? Maybe? Or maybe I have to... Yeah, eating that health like a granola. Ah, I need to reshuffle the paintings. That's what needs to happen. Okay. I think we figured it out now. Yep. That health did disappear. Oh, that's cool. So when the painted disappear, it makes like a... Interesting. That makes like coverings on the thing, or like grayed out, scratched out even, maybe. How interesting. That's a neat, that's an actual neat, like, not only story aspect, but like... Yeah, it's like a neat little story aspect or whatever. That ties into like actual meaningful gameplay. I kind of like that about Remedy. Like the actual, like, it actually affects the environment. Alright, let's change that again. Hopefully not causing more of these things to show up. Because I do not have that much ammo yet with this gun. Alright, where was that? It's over over here, maybe-ish. So you can fight the Mona Lisa. Yes, apparently. That is apparently exactly what we're doing here. If Mona Lisa was a painting painted by this crazy guy, yes. Okay. We have made it to the elevator, and there was more of those things spawning, so that is a good thing. We are leaving. Leaving. I think I'm gonna check out basement 2, maybe?
The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural
we're gonna
entity.
check that out.
That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Sublevel 2.
She is a very vindictive character, I should say. I kind of like that, and at the same time, it's a little, Like, I don't dislike it, because these guys are crazy, and she has every right to be indignant about it, but, like, who files paperwork for getting rid of monster clearance? No, so if you backtrack and watch more of the gameplay, there is a writer that is writing it, mostly Ed Booker from the actual game. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. I don't like the sound of that. So Ed Booker's writing a story, right? A play. He was the playwright, one of the guys who saw Nightingale dead at the beginning of the Alan Wake 2. There he is, alive, writing. They did something to his brain, and he seems to think that he's in a playwriting session about being in a government facility. Meanwhile, there was a separate experiment that was going on, on a typewriter. On a typewriter, not the typewriter. Because the typewriter that Alan Wake uses is an object of power. These are just typewriters that the FBC appropriated to mimic that functionality. Meanwhile, what's going on is Alan Wake wrote this happening, and I think that's more what's going on, and Ed's writing is somehow influencing it, along with painting, because, again, fiction is distorted by the shadow. You're going to have to watch it from the beginning. I think you can backtrack on YouTube. It lets you see the last few minutes. That is another reason why I like watching YouTube rather than, because you can backtrack. Twitch, you can't do that. Twitch, it's just a live stream, and if you get in the wrong point, well, too bad, so sad.
Lane was found dead in his cell this morning. It's an unfortunate setback. But when a door is closed, a window is opened. I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present. A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key. I will achieve what no one has before me. Not darling, that arrogant shit. Not my selfish harpy of a wife.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected. But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
I never needed any of it. The fools will finally see me for the genius I am.
Well, confirmation that the painting is most likely Lane. I highly suspect Jules Marmot killed Lane, but from the sound of it, it doesn't seem like that's the case. However, it could be that the story influenced him to think that he didn't kill him. What's his face? What is that noise? Oh, that is not good. That is not good. They did not want me in this room. Apologies to viewers. Yeah, apologies to viewers. I didn't realize I was muted when I started this. I've been talking the entire time, so. Yeah, this Jules guy is frickin' sketchy. Time to head back to the elevator and hope I can access basement number 3 and the areas that were locked down prior to that. Welcome back, Logan. Alright. Go down to sub-basement level 3 and hope it's not just a dead end this time.
Sub-level 3.
Oh, I do not like that. Ah! Get out of here. And another one. Oh, that's not good. This is going well. Yeah. Totally. Very well. Not running out of ammo or anything at all, no. No, not. Yeah, right? Yeah, about that. I'm not in the sharing mood, whether I want it or not. Alright, let's see if we can get some more ammo out of these doors. It says security clearance 2, but it's the 3 that opens the door, because that makes sense.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolph Lane painting again. This bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
Not menacing at all. No. Oh boy. Why does Crazy always have a black erase board, white erase board? An artist often wears a turtleneck and drinks red wine. I'm certain there are artists out there who do not agree with that entire board. Oh, that is mildly amusing, actually. All artists wear turtlenecks, clearly. Yeah, that's not a stereotype at all. So if I wear a turtleneck, clearly I'm an artist. Yeah, I'm not buying that. Well, anyways. Yes, specifically the Bergeron de whatever
Water
that French
dripped from
one
the
is.
ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
It's very interesting how the running theme of Remedy games, especially with the control side of things, is how not in control they are despite their attempts to control things. I think that's like an ongoing theme here. But you know, I should probably actually heal. That would be wise. I think that is it for containers for now. Aside from the containers that are supposedly in here. We can move on with our lives, maybe, to the next section of this horror story. If I could figure out where these containers are. Oh, it's on the desk. Okay. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of looking at the map. That is empty. Where's this other container? To my right. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. Unless it's hiding behind the dry erase board. Like, yeah, I should be right on top of it. Maybe it's on the other side of this wall. Maybe I've already interacted with it. No, it's just, it says there's a container there and there's no container there. Okay, well. Yeah. Well, about that. No loot for me, I guess. But there's one of the containers. With, again, nothing in it. So, I'm so good, I've grabbed the containers ahead of the, you know, realizing that they were there. That makes sense. They just never disappear from my map. For some reason. But that's okay. Stranger danger the walls, yes. Stranger danger the walls, indeed. That's why I'm staying away from the walls. Alright. Now to see what's a hell level -4.
This is not level 4.
This is not level 4, and there is the talking painting again, yes. Hello, Lane.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Dang, frickin' Estevez on point. You're Lane. Sheesh, she's a smart cookie. Oh, hold up.
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet? Or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there. No brush. Just himself. The strokes were crude. Violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack. He slumped down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
Well, that is confirmation. That is indeed what is left of Wayne. Yeah, his body was a brush, clearly, yes. Art does speak to people, not usually like this, though. Not usually like that, indeed. But, you know, kind of figured that was the case, that it was going to be Lane. It was pretty obvious. Basement, sublevel 4 again, maybe? And see if we actually make it to sublevel 4 this time.
Sublevel 4.
Hey, look at that.
Gotta find that elevator.
The elevator... Oh, that no longer is there. Yep. And there we have Marmont, Diane Marmont, Mrs. Dr. Diane Marmont. I'm not sure how that works. Wow. The archives. Always a good place to read up on stuff. Yeah, we're not starting fires in the library. We might need some of the information in the library. However, it is a good place to start a fire if that was my goal. I don't think it would work, though. Alright. Because the paint, you know, the paint everywhere is kind of not flammable. I open a door and look, there is another door in that door. Oh boy. Yeah, they don't have a heavy flavor in this series. Oh boy. I don't think he made it. 2 doors for the price of 1 indeed, yeah. Oh, it looks like the stuff from the Cult of the Tree. Antlers in specific, probably for research purposes.
Okay, blackrock powder.
Okay.
Keep an eye out
ammo.
for more of these.
Yes, ammo. Finally. I'm gonna need to find a lot more of that. Methinks. Crate of it? No? Okay, just a flare. Oh well, better than nothing. Yeah. And it seems like these archives are more material-based archives for research rather than, well, I don't know. I've never really ate ammo, so I wouldn't know how it tastes, but I think you'd have brain poisoning after that if it's made from lead. And eating extra-dimensional matter is usually not a wise decision. Huh. Where is this place bleeding into the oldest house? That is not how buildings usually work, pal. Unless you're in the oldest house. Interesting. Uh-oh. Not again! I really despise this. Okay, and we're running. The running can commence now. Please be dead. I don't have time for that. Whew. And that was my last heal. We're going to have to find more ammo. Is there any ammo? Ooh, that's interesting. It's a scratched out shifting geometry bullshit. Is her not level 4 threshold. You know, that's cool. Like, this map has a whole bunch of notes. Is this the character's thoughts? Yes, that's what it seems like. Oh, this is the story thus far. Okay, because these weren't here when I first looked at it. Right. Interesting. Yes, quite interesting. However, I still need ammo. Badly. Oh, wait. For a second there I thought it was interactable. See, the thing is with shiny environments, like, the light reflects and then it looks like an interactable and it's not. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Security, safety, censorship. Censorship starts with the C, not an S. This guy needs basic literature. Well, I mean, he is French, so maybe an S. It does start with an S, but you know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work that way. This is going well. This is going so well. I'm going to run. Throw the flare and run. Run. The words run. Ammo. Here, ammo. Use you right about now. No? Okay, that's cool. That's cool too. Oh, and now we've got these guys too. That's not good. Ammo? No, wrong type of ammo. Okay, that works. So well, not. Better figure something out soon. Okay. Oh boy, I don't have time for this. Run! Please run. Button, I hit you button. Function. This is so good. Probably would stay down if I could find ammo for it. Let me tell. Is that ammo? No, that is not ammo. No, also not ammo. I mean, it is ammo, just not the type of ammo we need. That's it. I'm dead. There's no saving that. Whew. Yeah, this is not an easy DLC. Where am I? I'm on floor 4. Okay. Right before we went into this fiasco. Yeah, it's always gone when I don't need it in this DLC. They intentionally don't give you enough. They intentionally don't give you enough for good reason. Before I progress too far, I need to find see if I can find more ammo, because oh my word, like, is every single painted gonna come out of that? Like, where am I even supposed to go here? I can't even see where I'm supposed to go here because of the shifting geometry of this building. Yeah, that's functional.
Okay, blackrock powder.
I got a singular
out for more of these.
blackrock. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had more of these. I haven't seen any more of them. Well, I've already covered too much ground and I haven't seen it, so we already know what's coming out of the wall. And it still comes out of the wall no matter what I do. I think that's like a scripted event that you cannot avoid, and it instantly carts your health. That's just fantastic. I'm just gonna have this weapon out and hope that the next ammo box I find gives me actual ammo for it. Because, oh my word, this is not okay. And another one's gonna come out of the wall any second. I can feel it. Yeah, there it is. And there goes most of my health. Instantly. Okay.
The Lakehouse was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the Lakehouse was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
Just like that, I've arrived. I feel like I'm floating on air. I'm finding roads everywhere. September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But, the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
No idea.
September 13th, 2023.
091323. Let's try that. And I totally just forgot what the numbers were. Was it 13th? I think it was 13th.
That's not right.
Okay, then I did it wrong.
Then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state.
Oh, 7:15. What was the... I've got to somehow get in the computer. I want to say that the number sheet...
September 13th,
2023. So I did try that, didn't I?
The lake house was underwater.
Nope.
Well, that's not it. Okay. It's got to be something in our office that we can use. Oh, 05/20, 05/12/21. Let's try that.
Come on.
Nope. Cool music, by the way. Go 7/15/16.
That's not right. Damn it. Nope.
Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped. What a mess, deep breath. 16 breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp pain, there's something away. Deep breath. 16 breaths, forget all the rest. Go, I gotta let go of everything.
Well, I can't seem to figure it out, so that's not helpful. But I can't move forward, so I have to figure it out, is what it's sounding like.
60 breaths, swallow all my breath. Just like that, just like
The lake house was underwater. The Marmots and
4x4, huh?
Come on.
With a shot. Hold up, the password, there's a password written here, hold up. I just now see it. Hey, what do you know? It was literally right there. My bad, viewers. I could not see it from the angle of my TV. We're gonna have to adjust that. Okay. Well, it's still doing that nonsense like I'm out of bounds or whatever. Yeah. Normally I would have caught that, but again, like the TV just was angled wrong. So apologies, viewers, about the password. Apparently it was just on a sticky note right by her desk, even though that's generally frowned upon in practice. I was hoping there'd be some ammunition for the freaking anti-painted gun, but doesn't seem like there's going to be. Okay. This is just getting blurry as blur, so that's got to be out of bounds. Let's see what the goals are. Get to the experiment site on sublevel 5. Okay, so we're looking for the elevator again then? Yeah. I mean, the music's pretty cool. But it seems to be like the Estevez theme song, because she was like deep breaths. And it actually seems like the actual actress of Karen might be the person who's singing that. It'd be surprising if it ain't, but if it ain't, then it ain't. I don't know. Is it a copyrighted music by another artist that you're aware of? Because I've never heard any music like this. Oh, okay. Durr. I switch. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little freaky. Well.
Details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle.
Oh, these artists are basic. Okay, so these paintings are made by Dylan Faden.
I can't find the details anywhere.
P6 is a reference to Dylan Faden from Control. So those paintings were done by him, but the question is, why?
Oh, that is really fucking
light
rich,
switch
Jules.
cord. Quick lesson on light switch cords. If you find one, pull it 3 times.
Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding.
The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection. The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time, which was definitely unusual.
Quite interesting. Ocean View Motel looks a little bit different these days. There's less doors. Or more doors. Mr. Door? Moreland? Is that you? That's a good question. Hello. That is not the Alan Wake symbol. Is that the quantum leap symbol? Who the heck is that? That's like a jigsaw puzzle with different faces on it that change. Okay.
Panopticon? But the Panopticon is
the oldest
headquarters.
house. Interesting.
I'm outside in a forest. The sun is shining. Birds are calling. I feel dirt beneath my feet. A breeze. Everything smells like rain. I'm not here. I'm in a forest. Birds are flying past. Leaves rustle in the wind. In a forest. Not here. Sunlight. Trees are everywhere.
That's the symbol for Dylan Faden? Or maybe a forest. Okay, it looks kind of like a tree. That makes sense. Okay.
I'm outside in a forest. The sun is shining. Birds are calling. I feel dirt beneath my feet. A breeze. Everything smells like rain. I'm not here. I'm in a forest. Sunlight on my face. Birds are flying past. Leaves rustle in the wind. In a forest. Not here. Sunlight. Trees are everywhere. A field of flowers. Not here. Not here. Not here. I'm in a forest. The sun is shining. I'm outside in a forest. The sun is shining.
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal. There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house. Is anyone else alive?
I can't.
This is a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago. What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay. Okay.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing. Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. I need to know if I can...
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the
At least my
details
voice is back to
anywhere.
normal.
That bastard is hiding them. All those years
Interesting.
he steals credit for my ideas and my work.
What
and
I
now
didn't-
he's scared of being plagiarized?
What's interesting is that it happened 4 years ago. This is supposed to be, what, 2024? Let's see, you said missing 2023 is when this game takes place. So 4 years from that. 2009? No. 2019. Interesting. Well, we found the elevator. We're going back to floor 5. Or we're going to floor 5. And hopefully there is ammunition and healing, because I have neither. That was interesting. Dylan Faden. That seems like what was left of his mind that wasn't taken over by the Hiss, or prior to this.
Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3.
Sublevel 5.
6. No. The Marmots had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
Domestic violence case ensuing. Calling 911.
Typical fucking Marmots.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this with, like, no ammo or anything. Move? Thank you? Like, Okay, don't get staggered by that. Just stagger me, because you can. That's great. Like, what am I supposed to do here? And there was no ammo prior to this. Oh. Well, we're gonna have to try and figure it out. Okay! And just ignore, like, that whole thing. What the fuck? I'm gonna call this a design flaw.
before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Elmo Cosgrove, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the Threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
Deep breaths, deep breaths. Pain, there's something in the way.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Lakehouse DLC. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.